Shalom, Ahab, Wa, Baraka. First and foremost, Kol Halal Yahweh, Bahashim Yahshua, Bahashim Kwakadash. Double honors to all the elder apostles and prophets bringing out the 100% truth. We're going to get into another response video. This is a biblical defender's cut. I just want to build on it. I've got some other things I wanted to say, so let's get right into it. This is a response to IUIC, Some 2/3 Know the Name by Faith. Now, what he's going to say in this just drives me crazy, so I have to do a class on it.
Shall be cut off and die. So, prophetically, 2/3 of Israel shall die, because they will not repent. They will not keep the... Now listen, in that 2/3, you might think it's just talking about our people in the world. A part of that 2/3 are Israelites who claim to be in the truth. Let me show you that. Hold that, Leon. Or Salim, get me Matthew 7:21. You know what I want. This is going to be the proof. Some of them 2/3 is Israelites you see on YouTube. Watch. Just watch. Watch what it says.
Matthew 7:21. Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father, which is in heaven.
What gets you into the kingdom, brothers? What is the will of the Lord? You right here, right here, right here. Ephraim, you. No, not you. Right here. What's your name, brother?
Yohanan.
Yohanan, what is the will of the Lord?
The will of the Lord is keeping the statutes, laws, and commandments.
Get Psalms 40 and 8. You write that down. Psalms 40. Is that what I want? You know I'll shoot from there.
Psalms 40 and 8.
Listen good.
I delight to do thy will.
I just want to explain the will of God.
Oh my God, yea. Thy law is within my heart.
Y'all see that? You see that, Yohanan? Thy law. Thy law. Thy law. So now, when we go back to Matthew 7, watch this.
Matthew 7:21. Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven.
Yohanan, what gets us into the kingdom? Very good. Watch this. Come on.
Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name?
Have we not prophesied in that? We know your true Hebrew name. We know your name as Yahweh. We know Christ's name as Yahweh. Watch.
Bishop, they can't even finish a sentence without saying...
Hold on. Did you hear that? Why did he say it like that? Yahweh. This dude's the most wicked motherfucker out there. I can't wait until the Most High judges him publicly. Let's keep going.
That name. You ever notice
Yes,
that?
exactly.
If anything they read, they put that name.
Exactly. Go ahead.
And in that name...
No. Everything they're reading, we don't put that name. Wherever that name has been changed, we change it back to what it's supposed to be. Laugh. Laugh now. Look at him. I'm so funny. I'm so cute. You guys got rich off of robbing your own people.
Have cast out devils.
Come on.
And in thy name done many wonderful works. And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you.
I never knew you with your Hebrew vernacular. Go ahead.
Depart from me, ye that work iniquity.
Y'all know what iniquity is? Breaking God's laws. So although they know the name, if you are not keeping God's laws, you're not making it. The language has nothing to do with salvation. Understand that. I got to know the language. Let me study. You symbolists.
Okay, I think we've seen enough. So, You guys saw it with your own eyes. Once again, this fool has shown his true colors. He said that you can't come in that vernacular. Shalom, Ahab, Wa, Baraka. Once again, first and foremost, call halal Yahweh B'Shem Shai B'Shem Kadash. That's right, I said the name. And the first thing I want to address is the word vernacular. The word vernacular. He said, "Oh, this blah 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 blah, but you can't put that vernacular." So what he's saying is, this is what the definition of vernacular is: the language or dialect spoken by the ordinary people in a particular country or region. So he's literally saying that you're not allowed to say his name because you're an ordinary person. You can't come in that vernacular. You can't say that because you're ordinary. So let's start here. You know, let's get started. Let's get some precepts. I want to start right now with so I'm just going to start bringing out scriptures right now. It's going down. First things first. We need to get some mute on this. Sorry, guys. Whoa. Oh my gosh. There we go. There it is, finally. Jeez, you would think that I'd be able to pull something up, right? So let's go ahead and get it started. 2 Timothy chapter 4 KJV. And I'm going to start like this. Just like this. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears. And they shall turn away their ears from the truth and shall be turned unto fables. So what's a fable? It's a lie. So he's going to take the truth and turn it into a lie. I'm going to tell you a little story about old Nasty Nate over here. See, this is what happens. He's a perfect example of what happens when you get a 501c3. This is exactly what happens when you get a 501c3. So let's go through the process. Let's do it. Proverbs chapter 21 KJV. No, you know what? Let's not get that one yet. Isaiah chapter 31 KJV. So what Nathaniel did see was he went down to the enemy to get help. So with that being said, he didn't seek Yahweh. Oh, there's the name again. He went after his own vain lusts. He wanted to change the word to fit his lifestyle better, I guess. I don't know what he's doing over there. But that 501c3, it'll get you every time. So let's go ahead and get it. Isaiah 31. Woe unto them that go down to Egypt for help. when you go down into this place, this is spiritual Egypt, you got a 501c3. And I heard him say it. Well, you on food stamps and you on welfare and you getting access and we getting help and everybody's mad at us. No. You're not going to compare people that have nothing and they literally have to go to the oppressor in nakedness and want of all things. And you have a bunch of money, and to continue your wickedness, they're going to pay you to be wicked, to literally lie to the people. And you're going to try and compare that to people that have nothing. Well, you got food stamps so you could eat last month, so I should get a blank check for fucking $1 million to lie to the people and then tell them that they have to pay to be a part of the camp. So woe unto them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek Yahweh. So now this moron over here, Deacon Asaph, oh, every time they get a chance, they say the name in every sentence. Well, it says Lord right here. So if you were to go back to the original text in like Dead Sea Scrolls and stuff, it's going to start off using the exact characters and pronunciation that we use for Yahweh. And then what they did was they changed it into, I think, 3 dots. So all through these older books, it uses the name with the correct characters. In other words, the correct spelling in the Hebrew alphabet. So we know we're saying the name right. He knows we're saying the name right. But he's saying we can't come in that vernacular. We're just ordinary people. We're not even allowed to say the name. So if he doesn't seek the Lord, he went to the enemy. He got a 501c3. So total and utter destruction to you, Nate, for your 501c3. You know what? Let's get a precept on that. Let's get a precept on that. Now let's get Proverbs 21, KJV. Go down to the very last verse. So go to verse 31. The horse is prepared against the day of battle, but safety is of Yahweh. So woe unto them that go down into Egypt, because woe unto them because they go down to Egypt, because they stay on horses, because the horses are set for battle. So they have a strong army. You think that you're going to get protected, and you got to understand, these horses that they're on, they stayed on horses. These are also spiritual warriors too. Because when you come out here into secret Babylon or into spiritual Sodom and Egypt, you've got to understand, everything here is set up against you. Everything is set up against you. There ain't nothing here that doesn't have a consequence to it or a side effect. So the people, they forget about the Holy One of Israel. They forget about Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. And the people that do think of him, you know what they do? They make jokes about us. Like, we're not allowed to say his name. We're not allowed to do anything. Because we can't come in that vernacular according to Nathaniel. Which means we're just ordinary people. We're not allowed to say his name. That's what he's telling us. We're just ordinary people that aren't allowed to say his name. And you guys think that that's okay? That he should be able to dictate who and you know what I'm saying? He's able to dictate what we say and whether the Most High has put his spirit on us or not to even say the name. So we know the name and we use the name, and that makes him very angry. That's what it does. It just makes him super angry because we know what we're talking about. We know exactly what we're talking about, Nate. He has to keep bringing out these. This is the most wicked thing I think I've ever heard him do. Telling you that you're because he's literally saying, I did not know you because you said his name, but my children shall call me by my name. Let's see if I can find that. My children shall call me by my name. My children shall call me by my name. What chapter and verse? There it is. Oh, wow. It is in there. Let's go to 2 Chronicles 7 and 14. See, this is the problem, Nate. You just said that we're not allowed to say the name because we're just ordinary people. But let me see what King James Version, 2 Chronicles 7 and 14 says. It says, if my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray, and seek my face, and turn their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven, and will forgive their sins, and will heal their land. So my people, which are called by my name. That's not the one I wanted. Sorry, guys. There it is. I found it. There it is. Bam. Let's try it. Isaiah 52, KJV. There it is. There it is, Nate. Got one for you, Nate. Isaiah 52 and 6. Therefore, my people shall know my name. So the people that are calling on Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, are his people. You refuse to call him by his name. You are no longer one of his people. Many are called, few are chosen. Therefore, my people shall know my name. Therefore, they shall know in that day I am he that doth speak. Behold, it is I. So we know the name. So how are you going to say that many will come in that day saying, Lord, Lord? And because we said his name, you know how stupid that sounds? You know how wicked that is? That is the ultimate wickedness right there, people. That is the ultimate wickedness. In fact, let's keep going. Let's go to the book of, and then, because, see, I can show you a video right now. Let's find it. Let's find it. Let's find this video real quick. Since you're not allowed to say that name, let's get that video. Therefore my people shall know my name. Therefore they shall know in that day that I am he that doth speak. Behold, it is I. His name is not Jesus Christ. In fact, the name is Yahweh. And through his son, Yahweh Shai, we receive salvation. So the correct terminology is Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. You know what? Let's ask Nathaniel from IUIC if that's correct. Let's ask me.
Satan is going to be calling on the name of the Lord. 144,000 of the nation of Israel. They have their father's name written in their minds. Yahweh. So they have their father's name written in their minds. Yahweh. So they have their father's name written in their minds. Yahweh. Yahweh. So you must call on the name of the Lord. Yahweh. You must call on the name of the Lord. Yahweh. Suppose to pray in the name of Yahweh. Pray to Yahweh. You Israelites. But for you others that are not Israelites, don't use that name. The white man understands that. That's why he said, we better not play with that. Let's not use that name. The white man understands that. The white man understands that. The white man understands that. The white man understands.
Okay, so you guys saw that once again with your own eyes. This guy is deceptive as it gets. Now he just said we can't use that name, and the Most High is going to say, I did not know you. He's going to say, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh is going to say, I did not know you, depart from me. He just said that. But right here, I just showed you, he's telling you that you have to pray in this name. You have to call on this name. So which one is it, Nate? So I got a couple more precepts now. We've got to precept that. We can't just let him get away with that. So let's go over to the book of James. Yep, if anybody knows anything, they know where I'm going with this. And we're going to go to chapter 1. And we're just going to go right to the point. I'm going to keep it in context. Let's start at 5. I want to just read 6, but I gotta start at 5. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of Yahweh, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given to him. But let him ask in faith, not wavering, for he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed. Let not that man think that he shall receive anything of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So you're wavering. You're telling us we can't say the name, but then years back, you're telling us that we have to call on his name. That is a hypocrite. And so this is why we shouldn't listen to you. We should depart from you. Let's get another one. Let's get another quick precept. And if you guys know anything, you know I'm going to Ephesians right now. Because I got to line up with James. So go to Ephesians. And just go ahead and take it to chapter 4. And then if you want to get right to the point, we'll go down to down the 14th. That we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro, and carried about with every wind of doctrine, by the sleight of men, and cunning craftiness, whereby they lie in wait to deceive. So that's Nate. He's going to carry you to and fro with any doctrine he can think of, and he's literally just trying to deceive you. He gets paid for this. For he is a hireling, and the hireling doth not care about the sheep. When the wolf comes, the hireling will flee, and leave the sheep for the wolf, because he does not care for the sheep. He only cares about his money. Now that we know that he's being tossed to and fro by the wind of every doctrine, that he's lying in wait just to lie to you, let's go ahead and get some different precepts. Let's precept some more stuff. So we know you know what, let's go over to the book of Matthew, where he's talking about many that will come in that day saying, Lord, Lord. So let's go to chapter 7. And we're going to start. I want to get one precept real quick that goes with the Ephesians. This is Matthew chapter 7 and 15. Beware of false prophets which come to you in sheep's clothing. Like I said, the hireling, it's not, they're not there for you. But inwardly, they are the ravening wolves. They are ravening wolves. You shall know them by their fruit. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles? No, they don't. So, Nathaniel, you are a false prophet. You're all over the place with your doctrine. You're telling us that we can't come in that vernacular. We can't speak that dialect of his name because we're ordinary people. We're too ordinary to say that. That's an insult to anybody that heard that. It's an insult. So, let's jump up to verse 22 real quick. Many shall say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? And then, of course, we know the name is Yahweh, Yahweh, all that nasty, evil, wicked tone. Don't think we don't notice. And the Most High sees you. He sees you. We're crying out against you. So many will say in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? And in thy name have cast out devils, and in thy name have done many wonderful works. And then I will profess unto them, I never knew you, depart from me, ye that work iniquity. So what Nate said is, it's a sin to call him by his name. And it's right here saying, didn't I prophesy in thy name? But what Nate is doing is he's taking the truth into making it a lie. So let's get that real quick. Go to the book of Romans, because he's taking the truth and he's turning it into a lie. So we're definitely going to have to break that up. Romans chapter 1. Let's get it. We'll go down to verse 24. I think where the point is. Wherefore, Yahweh also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves, who changed the truth of Yahweh into a lie, and worship and serve the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. So who worship the creature more than the Creator? The creature right now, you know, when he worships money, not the Creator. He doesn't worship the Creator. In fact, he wants to tell you guys you're not even allowed to say the Creator's name so you can be with him in the end. Now, many will come to me in that day and say, Lord, Lord, have I not prophesied in thy name? Right? So, Nathaniel said that we're not allowed to say his name. So let's go over let's go over some of the charges that are against Nathaniel. Let me see. You have a 501c3, which we all know that means you're not even allowed to teach unless the tax code allows you to. And you even said it yourself. The so-called Edomites do not want you to say the name. So we know where you got that from. You do background checks on people. You charge for precept packages. You're a cop or an ex-cop. Fuck the police. Tearing apart that which Yahweh has brought together. So people will come into the camp as a couple, and your camp will break the couple up. Why? That doesn't sound sincere in any way, shape, or form. It sounds like you guys are set up to destroy. You're changing. You're charging people to be members. You're shrouded in financial deception. Financial deception. You guys got $100 million over there, and all we hear about is financial corruption way over here on the other side of the screen. Also, murder. People dying from taking the V Nation at your camp. You have a lot to answer for. To even open your mouth and try and bring out Matthew 7 and 22, I would be scared if I was you. You 7 and 22 through 23, I would be scared if I was you. Now that we've got all the those are just some of the charges against Nasty Nate. Let me read it again. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name, and in thy name cast out devils, and in thy name done many wonderful works? And then I will profess unto them, I never knew you. I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. You're a liar and a thief, and you're purposely teaching against the truth. You are going to pay for that. You are going to pay. And with that being said, I'm going to bring out some more precepts to remind you who you are. So we're going to start we're just going to work our way through the Bible right now and get some of these false prophet warnings, because that's what we're into right now. We're going to get these false prophet warnings. We know that let's start with Deuteronomy. we know that Nathaniel is a false prophet. So let's get Deuteronomy chapter 18. And we're going to go right down to the point, which is in verse 20. But the prophet which shall presume to speak a word in my name, which I have not commanded him to speak, or that shall speak in the name of other gods, even that prophet shall die. Nate, you're putting yourself, according to scripture, on a death sentence. I would watch out, because a couple years back, I'm pretty sure you were on, was that last year? You were on your deathbed. And who did you call on? Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rukwakadash. That's who you called on when you were on your deathbed. We remember. You were in the hospital real sick. Let's get some more. Let's go to another one. Let's go to the book of Ezekiel. Let's go to the book of Ezekiel. Chapter 13, okay? And we're going to, the point is in verse 9. So let's get it. But thou shalt surely kill him. Thine hand shall be first upon him to put him to death, and afterwards the hand of all people. Wait a second, did I get that right? Where am I at? Am I in the right verse? Oh, no, I'm sorry, guys. I was like, that is not right. So let me get it. I was in Deuteronomy. Let me go to Ezekiel. Sorry about that, everybody. I do it at least once every so often. I've been... Hold on for a second. All right, let's get it. Ezekiel. The point is in verse 9. Sorry, I was in Deuteronomy chapter 13. I don't know why I didn't just... But anyway. So, Ezekiel 13 and 9, here's the point. And my hand shall be upon the prophets that see vanity, and that divine lies. They shall not be in the assembly of my people, neither shall they be written in the writing of the house of Israel. Neither shall they enter into the land of Israel. And ye shall know that I am Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. So, this is going to be a problem for Nate. Because, see, he's doing all this stuff. He's the one that is telling lies. He's divining lies to the people. And so what's going to happen? He's going to go to, I prophesied in thy name, I'll go this, that, and third. He's going to say, what is he going to say? Neither shall you enter into the land of Israel, neither shall they be written in the writing of the house, neither, and ye shall know that I'm the Lord. So neither shall they. So you're not going to get in the kingdom. I did not know you. Depart from me. You're going to get departed from. You're going to get the real judgment. You keep coming at the real Israelites. You want to teach the children lies just to get paid. That's the whole point. You want to teach children lies to get paid. But that wasn't what you were set up for. You were set up to wake up the children of Israel and teach them right from wrong. Not teach them that they need to buy a precept package, that they need a background check, that they have to buy all of the IUIC garments and pay top dollar while you get rich and everybody else stays poor. And then 501c3 comes in and tells you you can't use the name anymore. But you used to, so we know when you got the 501c3. You used to use the name. You stopped. You stopped. So that means the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, stopped dealing with you. That's why your doctrine wavers. It's all over here. It's like tossed to and fro like the waves of the ocean. Now, let's go over to the book of Jeremiah. I'm just going to keep nailing this topic shut for a while, so get comfortable. Jeremiah, chapter 23. And we're going to, probably just read the whole chapter if I wanted to. And in fact, I'm going to do a class on that tomorrow. That's what I'll do. Let's just go to the point. I'm going to definitely do a class on Jeremiah chapter 23. Let's go to the point, verse 16. Thus saith Yahweh, the Lord of hosts, the Lord of war, the Shabbaoth, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, hearken not unto the words of the prophets that prophesy unto you. They make you vain. They speak a vision of their own heart, their own mind. They're telling you their own made up stuff. And not out of the mouth of Yahweh. You know what? Let me read 17 too. They say still unto them that despise me, the Lord hath said, ye shall have peace. And they say unto everyone that walketh after the imagination of his own heart, no evil shall come upon you. See, that's what they're teaching at IUIC. Wear your fringes. We've got to keep the Sabbath is Friday night to Saturday night. All these lies. Everything they do is a fucking lie, and it's off. And so people are discouraged at the end, and they're not encouraged. They're not exhorted. They didn't receive any encouragement. They're discouraged at the end. I got to come up with some money. I got to get the precept package. I got to get the garment. That's not an encouragement. That's a whole new financial burden. Let me keep going. Let me keep going, because this dude ain't done yet. I got more precepts. Let's go to the book of Luke. And we're going to go down to chapter 6. And we're going to go right to the point again. 26. Woe unto you. This is Luke 6 and 26. Woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you, for so did their fathers to the false prophet. So, woe unto, let me start at 25. Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep. Let me start at 24. I'm sorry. I needed to read back. It says, here we go. There it is, 24. But woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation. There it is, people. There it is. You've been paid. You're going to get your destruction because you stomped on the children of Israel to be at the top of a financial situation, but really you just walked right up to the book of life and scribbled your own name out. So woe unto you when all men shall speak well for you. 25. Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep. Why? Because you got your riches through corruption. That's why you've received your reward. And believe me, there's another one coming, because Revelation 22 and 12, behold, I come quickly. My reward is with me to repay every man according to his works shall be. So if you're at $150 million and you're charging people for precept packages, we know what's going on. Let's get another one. Let's stay on these false prophets for a long time. In fact, let's exhaust the fact that of the false prophet. Let's go to Matthew 24, and that's right. Let's get the points on verse 24. So, for there shall arise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they would fool the very elect. So, really, either Nate has like all of the greatest deceivers, or he how would you say it? He has all of his people are just stupid. It's one or the other. All of your people are just stupid, or you are truly the greatest deceiver. So, because if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. We're not deceived. You can't lie to us. So when I see all those people paying $100 to march, plus $100 for the garment, plus they had to pay a yearly alms, they tithe, offering, all of that. I'm thinking that these people are not part of the elect because you're showing great signs and wonders, but it says you're a false prophet also. And if it were possible, you could deceive the elect. So who are those people marching with you? Who are those people marching with you on your 501c3 camp? Because it says that they're not part of the elect. That they're following you as a false Christ. Nathaniel had everybody on his Passover write a speech of how great he was after 20 years. I've never heard one person give any honor, glory, alms, anything to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua, or even what they call Christ. They didn't even do that. They didn't even go that far. It was all about Nathaniel. So moving away from Matthew 24, let's stay in the book of Matthew. Let's go to chapter 16. And the point, I think, let me double check. Okay, I'm gonna read it and explain it. How this is Matthew chapter 16, starting at verse 11. How is it that ye do not understand that I speak it not to you concerning bread, that ye should wait, where is it? Let me just go back to it. How is it that ye do not understand that I speak it not to you concerning bread, that ye should beware of the leaven of the Pharisees and the Sadducees? What a little leaven leaveneth the whole lump. Remove leaven from your house. Remove sin. Leaven is speaking of sin. Beware of the sin and the iniquity of the Pharisees and Sadducees. They understood how that he bade them not beware of the leaven of bread, but of the doctrine of the Pharisees and the Sadducees. Nate, I'm starting to know who you were in the past life. You are always this person. You come right back into your lot when you are regenerated. And it shows right here that you are an ancient Pharisee or Sadducee. Maybe even a more of a famous one is the way you corrupt the scriptures. Moving away from Matthew, I've got 3 more precepts, and then I'm just going to shut it down. I just really wanted to destroy this guy. I mean, I couldn't even sleep last night thinking about doing this class. Let's go to let me see. I'm looking for a specific verse again. And you know what? I'm gonna have to skip over it. I can't remember where it's at. So let's go to 1 John chapter 4. 1 John chapter 4. Yeah, I had another precept on mine, but I just couldn't find it. 1 John chapter 4. And the point is we're gonna start at the top, honestly. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirit whether they are of Yahweh, because many false prophets are gone out into the world. Nate, you started off saying Yahweh. Now you're telling us not to say Yahweh. You didn't have a 501c3. Now you have a 501c3. You were teaching the name, and then you told us not to say the name anymore. You've changed doctrine all throughout your entire 20 years. You've been changing doctrine the whole time. You wavereth like the waves of the ocean. Hereby know ye the spirit of Yahweh. Every spirit that confesseth that Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, is coming in the flesh is of Yahweh. And every spirit that confesseth not that Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, is coming in the flesh is not of Yahweh. And this is that spirit of Antichrist, whereof ye have heard that it should come, and even now already is it in the world. Ye are of Yahweh, little children, and have overcome them, because greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. So the one, just like it goes back to, they if it was possible, they would deceive the very elect. But the reason why you can't deceive us, because verse 4 tells you, this is John, 1 John 4:4. Ye are of Yahweh, little children, and have overcome them. That's why you can't deceive us, because we're above you. We've overcome you. Because the greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. So the Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is much greater and more powerful than the demon that dwells in Nate. They are of the world, therefore speak they of the world, and the world heareth them. And so so in other words, the world is pretty much the beast system. So the beast system is going to take care of his own. So if they're of the world and they speak to the world, and the world's going to hear them. So they speak worldliness. They have a worldly doctrine, like Nate. Believe it or not, his doctrine is worldly. He comes to you, he is the greatest deceiver. Verse 6, we are of God. He that knoweth, we are of Yahweh. He that knoweth Yahweh heareth us. He that is not of Yahweh heareth not us. Hereby know we the spirit of truth and the spirit of error. So, have you ever tried to teach the Bible and somebody not get it? Because they're not of Yahweh. So, the people that are going to hear the truth. They're not going to be deceived by this guy Nate right here. You're not going to get that deception from him. He's not going to be able to break your boundaries, because ye are of Yahweh, little children, and have overcome them. So the false doctrine he's teaching, we already know it's fake, so it's really easy to overcome. I'm going to go one last verse, and then I'm going to close out. So let's go to the book of Titus, and we're going to go to chapter 1, and I'm going to try and see if I can get this. Yep, let me start at verse 6. If any be blameless, the husband of one wife, having faithful children, not accused of riot or unruly. So, if you're blameless, the husband of one wife, and that would, you're not married into false doctrines. I'll tell you what, you're not going to be married into false doctrines keeping this law. You're not going to be doing all that stuff. So let's keep going. For a bishop, Nathaniel, must be blameless, as the steward of Yahweh, not self-willed, not soon angry. You dumb morons! This guy is always mad. You know why? Because he has to keep defending his false doctrine. Not given to, not soon angry, not given to wine, no striker, not given to filthy lucre. Lucre is money. And no, a bishop on the surface for like the actual meaning that everybody's going to get, not giving to wine. In other words, you wouldn't want to have a bishop that was drunk all the time. Also, not giving to wine. Not dealing with false doctrines, Nate. Not dealing with false doctrines. Let's go to verse 8. But a lover of hospitality, a lover of good men, sober, just, holy, temperate. That's self-explanatory. Holding fast the faithful words as he hath been taught. So the faith words, the truth, some of them say the 100% truth. Well, yeah, it's the 100% truth of what the Bible says because we were given that and we're able to break it down. You don't even let people look words up because you don't want them to know the truth. You want to have a complete control over everybody's mind. That's why you don't want them looking up words. You want the breakdowns to be your breakdowns the way you say them. It's very selfish because you're coming in with lies and you're teaching the children against the truth. So, for a bishop must be blameless as a steward of God, not self-willed, not soon angry, not given to wine, no striker, not given to filthy lucre, money, Nate, money, lucre is money, Nate, you took a bag, we all know that, you even admit it, holding fast but a lover of hospitality, a lover of good men, sober, just, holy, temperate, holding fast to the faithful words as he hath been taught, keeping the truth, that he may be able to, by sound doctrine, both to exhort and to convince the gainsayers. How can you exhort, encourage a gainsayer when you are the gainsayer? For there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially they of the circumcision. You are a vain talker and a liar. You're a deceiver. One of themselves, whose mouths, so this is verse 10 again. For there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially they of the circumcision. Verse 11, whose mouths must be stopped. This is why we keep rebuking Nate. He has to be stopped. This can't keep going on. Who subvert whole houses, destroy, teaching things which they ought not, for filthy lucre's sake. What is lucre? It's money. This dude only teaching for money, guys. That's it. One of themselves, even a prophet of their own, said that the Cretians are always liars, evil beasts, slow bellies. You know what a slow belly is? Fat and lazy. This witness is true. Therefore, rebuke them sharply that they may be sound in the faith. So, why are we rebuking Nate? If he's an Israelite and he has a camp and he's teaching lies, we need to rebuke him sharply so that he may be sound in the faith and that he can bring all of his members back to the truth. Not giving heed to Jewish fables and commandments of men that turn from the truth. Okay? Unto the pure, all things are pure, but unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is nothing pure. Many are going to come and say, Lord, Lord, in that day. And he's going to say, I didn't know you can't use that vernacular. You can't use that name. So you're telling that in his class, what he was saying is that if you call Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, that he's going to say, I didn't know you because you used my name. But I showed you in Isaiah 52 that my children shall call by my name. So this is how you know this dude is all destroyed inside. He is literally like the waves of the ocean. So, Unto the pure all things are pure, but unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is nothing pure. But indeed their mind and conscience is defiled. They profess that they know Yahweh, but in works they deny him, being abominable and disobedient, and unto every good work reprobate. And with that being said, I'm going to close out there. I'm going to end it with my favorite verse. Let's go over to the book of Revelation. We're going to go to chapter 22, and we're going to go to verse 7. And behold, I come quickly. Blessed is he that keepeth the sayings of the prophecy of this book. So if you're going to be in the truth, stay in the truth. But if you're going to deceive the people, you are going to be doomed, because it says right here, and let me get it. Revelation 22:12. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me to give every man according to his work shall be. Nate, you're going to be rewarded for your works. 14. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have the right to the tree of life and may enter in through the gates into the city. For without are dogs and sorcerers and whoremongers and murderers and idolaters and whosoever loveth and maketh a lie. That's you, Nate. You're out there making lies. So you literally went and scratched your name out the book of life. With that being said, if you have eyes to see and ears to hear, I hope you're able to get something out of this message. Shalom.